what makes up the majority of what a magnet is, and that, of course, is the inertia of counter space. The non-Cartesian or anti-Cartesian, we could say subspace or zero-point energy, it doesn't really matter. Of course, Mother Nature does not care what we call it. Let me put the magnet underneath the supercell here. Mother Nature doesn't care what we call it. Yes, everywhere we see light, that's where we actually see constructive interference. And we see the absence of light, we have destructive interference. Of course, this is the conjugate geometry of the entire universe. If I get down at a steep angle here and look at it, there we go. You can actually see this holographic effect. We can look at a vortex that looks like a dip or a drain, where there is a complete absence of light at the center of this. It is like about a 1-inch neodymium. It's actually covered in plastic. It's not a very powerful one, but we see a complete and total absence of light. And that, of course, we could say human beings, due to science fiction movies, are used to seeing or thinking things in terms of subspace or zero-point energy. We all grew up with this jargon from Star Trek and various other science fiction, but we're looking at the conjugate geometry of the entire universe, the dielectric and the magnetic. Of course, the dielectric and the magnetic are one and the same thing, like ice and water are not two different things, they're just different expression modalities of water. Well, the magnetic and the dielectric are not two different things, they're one thing and one thing only. Here we have the constructive and destructive interference between the magnetic and the dielectric. Of course, everywhere we see the absence of light, we have destructive interference, i.e. the dielectric of everything vanishing into counter space, which of course is where it began to begin with. Light is a coaxial circuit, and of course it bends to the magnetic, but of course we're looking at nanoparticles of iron in a surfactant, and it's reacting to the light. I'm moving it so that it doesn't burn in an image, and I can show you a ring magnet in a second here. But here is where we have no magnetism at the center of this magnet. Now,